What is up, guys? How's it going today? My name is Syratube, and today we're bringing you guys another live stream. Thank you all for tuning in today. Going to be working with 309 mil today, looking to hopefully get that to maybe 311 mil on stream. I'm not entirely sure if we'll get that, but I'm going to do my best. And we've already got people in here talking about some flips that we're going to try out today, so very excited to see that. FTS Fatal the first in here, and he's telling me to check Zulrah scales first, so you know what we're going to do. Go ahead, crack over to the GE here and check those Zulrah scales first, see if we can get a good margin on them, guys. Anyway, thanks for tuning in today. Leave a like if you enjoy the stream, and let's get into it. Of course, if you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything flipping related, please feel free to ask me. I'm here to answer your guys' questions and teach you guys how to flip, basically. So that's what I'm here doing today, and that's what we're going to keep doing. So Zulrah scales, crazy margin. Thank you to FTS Fatal for letting us know about these Zulrah scales. Zulrah scales going for a 4 GP margin. Never seen, well, I mean, I have seen 4 GP margins on Zulrah scales before, but when these Zulrah scales are at a 4 GP margin, it is a really, really good flip to go in on because it means you're going to make bank. The limit is 30k every 4 hours, so you can get a huge amount of Zulrah scales, and you can really flip that and turn it into a lot of money. Again, nice thing about Zulrah scales is it only costs about 5.5 mil to flip the limit. Now, we're going to go ahead and try blood runes too. I want to do some pretty high quantity flips today, show you guys, you know, how much money you can make off some high quantity stuff. We will try to squeeze a few higher margin flips in there, but we'll try to do some new items today. We've been consistent with the same items over and over again, so maybe we'll do a lot of high quantity and maybe 1 or 2 higher margin flips at a time. So thank you guys all for tuning in today. Leave a like if you are enjoying, and we're basically going to make as much money as possible, so I'm glad you guys are here to join me for that. Trinity says, yo, first time here when you're live. Welcome to the live streams, man. Hopefully you do enjoy it. And, I mean, if you're coming back and trying to tune in live, you must enjoy them, or you've maybe seen some of the VODs. If not, then welcome for the first time. And it's a great live stream. We have a lot of fun here, and we get a lot of good tips off to everyone. So thanks for joining us, Trinity. Michael Abbott says, yes, my favorite flipper is live on a Sunday, and I have nothing to do. Well, that's perfect, because I don't have much to do either besides stream for you guys, so we're going to get into it here. We already finished on those blood runes, so let's go make sure we go ahead and list something else in the meantime, and then we'll go check those blood runes. I'm going to try mana rays next. I really like flipping mana rays. A lot of you guys tell me that mana rays don't really work out for you, but that being said, I really like flipping them. I've made a lot of money on them in the past. Sometimes I get upwards of 15 GP margins on the mana rays, but today we're not looking like we're getting that much. Looks like we're going to get about 7 GP on those, so not amazing, but not too bad at the same time. Blood runes have dropped down a little bit these past couple of days, so we're going to go list them for 340 here, trying to get 4 GP on those blood runes. Not too bad at all, actually, for a flip, so we'll take that for sure. And look at that, they basically instantly sold, guys, so that was some free profit right there. Made about, 40k on that. Super quick, super easy profit. Very happy to see that. And, of course, we're going to start with mainly our bread and butter flips. Of course, a lot of you guys are the fans of, or are fans, excuse me, of the bread and butter flips. So we're going to go ahead and do our Amulets of Fury, which is in that category of bread and butter flips. If you guys don't know, actually, we're not going to flip that today because that's only a 2k margin or so. I don't really think that's worth flipping. It's not really a great margin on the Amulet of Fury as of right now, so we're going to stay away from that. Pad MD says, check the price of Justicar and cry with me. If you guys don't know, Pad MD made a big investment into Justicar armor, and I don't really want to look at it, to be honest, because I'm scared what it's going to be at. But let's go ahead and check it anyway. Justicar. Is that how you spell it? Oh, boy. The chest guard and the legs. Yikes. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that, Pat MD. I do apologize for helping you on that one, and I feel bad for you being stuck in that situation, but honestly, I would just hold on to them. You never know what's going to happen, man. Michael Abbott says, got my first ever 99 on OSRS today too. Good day. That's awesome, man. Congratulations on that. And Trinity also comments saying he's made a lot of money watching the VODs. So that's awesome, man. I'm glad I could help you out. But anyway, let's stop getting distracted. Let's get some flips going. This is not necessarily a high quantity flip, but I feel like it's pretty free profit. And I usually do it like every stream. It's the Amulet of Torture. We're going to go ahead and flip a couple of these. It's actually a really nice item to flip because it sits around the like 11 mil to 15 mil range. Obviously, it doesn't fluctuate that much, but over these past couple of days, it's been decreasing a lot in price. But it holds a lot of value as a PVM item, and it's worth what? Like I said before, like between 12 and 15 mil at most times, or 11 and 15 mil. So it kind of holds that higher value than a lot of other smaller items do, and it kind of tends to be a good flip because of that. Because it's not just like a cheap item, like a you know, what could it be? Like a brine saber or an abyssal whip. It's not like that. It holds a little more value than that. On top of that, guys, let's go ahead and get some more flips going here. Actually, last time we did the Darok's armor sets and the Guthan's armor sets, they had good margins on them. I don't think we were able to finish the flips completely, but we were able to actually get a couple good flips on them, or a couple bought and sold here. So the Darok's armor set going for about 14k each. We're going to try and go in on that. I'm trying to show you guys some mid-tier flips here. The Guthan's armor set is also a pretty good mid-tier flip, good for about a 50 mil cash tax. Same with the Darok's armor set, although these don't always tend to be amazing, so just keep an eye on that. They're not always great margins. What I find is the Darok's armor set and the Guthan's armor set, they don't always tend to be good at the same time, but what happens is they're bad for like 3 weeks, and then they're good for 3 weeks, and they're bad for 3 weeks, good for 3 weeks. It's kind of like a weird cycle that they go through. Everything is dropping. Tebow is almost 950 mil. Wow, that is really, really low. And that is crazy. I have seen a lot of the items are dropping in price a lot. I think the Grazi was getting pretty low as well, because I actually lost 11 mil over like 2 days on the Grazi. So, yeah, just by being a lazy flipper. But we talked about that a lot last stream, so if you want to hear about that, go check out the last VOD. Anyway, Viper CS says, sometimes it's better to take a loss and grind your money back. I always do that when I fail, and it works better than holding with a 50-50 chance of getting it to go down or back up. Well, one flipping tip that I'd like to actually make a video on, which is, well, hold on, before I get into that, Viper, remind me of that in a minute here. Let me get some other flips listed so we can make as much money as possible in this time frame. I'm going to go ahead and try to do, actually, I want to do the Armadillo crossbows, but I don't think we really have enough with 160 mil to fill up a couple other slots as well. So before we go in on those, let's list a couple more things. The air orbs last time did us very, very well, so we're going to go ahead and list some of those. Then I think we're going to do the Diamond Dragon Bolts E as well. It should make us a fair bit of profit. And yes, the air orbs are over a 10 GP margin, so we're definitely going in on that. Looks like we might get like 12 to 13, excuse me, GP per. So we're going to go ahead and try that. Let's get the Diamond Dragon Bolts E listed as well. And what's up, Chili Dog? It's good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi, and enjoy your Sunday, man. I know you've started a new job recently, so enjoy that first weekend, bro. You really do deserve that. The Diamond Dragon Bolts E don't have an amazing margin. That being said, they might flip pretty quick if we try to go in on them. They're also pretty low price compared to where I normally see them. Usually they don't drop below 15.15 each, so I think it's a pretty safe bet to go in on those. If anything, the price should move upwards instead of downwards, but we got all the Amulets of Torture in here, guys, so we're going to try to sell them for 12,657,000, I think. 12,657,995. Of course, try to get the maximum GP that we can out of that while keeping a safe flip going at the same time. Okay, let's get the, actually, we do have enough for the Armadillo crossbows now, and I've been flipping these the past couple of days because they've gone down a lot. They're at 22.8 mil. This is insane. They've gone down so much in price that the flip actually tends to be good because it's falling so fast that you can actually hit solid margins on these pretty consistently. I actually would say to not be afraid if an item is going down in price, but it's kind of stretching the margin. Don't be afraid to flip it if you're just flipping for a small like day period. So if you're doing like a flipping session, kind of like I am, flipping for an hour, flipping for 2 hours, don't be afraid to flip items like that because you can usually get successful if you're flipping it in a small time frame if the item is on a downward movement. It's only when you're going in for investments that you really, really do want to be careful with that. So just keep an eye out for that. And Viper CS coming in with the reminder saying something about a video I wanted to make. Yes, I actually didn't forget. I thought I might forget, but thanks for the reminder anyway. So I wanted to make a video actually on kind of how to reduce some risk if you find yourself in a bad flip. So recently what happened, we had a guy in our Discord group, by the way, link in the description below if you do want to join that. It's a great place to learn how to flip and share flipping tips with everyone and pick some flipping tips up yourself. But either way, basically what happened to him was he was investing in the Dragon Warhammers, and he was like, I have 20 of them. He has a lot of money, so he's like, I've got 20 of them, and they keep going down in price. What should I do? So basically, in these situations, I would like to make a video showcasing what you could do to take a little bit of risk off the table, and that is kind of selling half of what you have and keeping the other half. What this does is you already sell off some of it. So let's say if you have 20 Dragon Warhammers and they've gone down 1 mil, you sell 10 of them, so you only lose 10 mil at that time, and then you hold the rest for a little bit longer. That way you've got some more GP from those Dragon Warhammers that you sold, so you can flip with that, and at the same time you still have 10 Dragon Warhammers, and if you wait long enough you can still make profit or even break even on them. So it's kind of like taking risk off the table. It's kind of a style that I like to do a lot. I don't find a lot of people that actually play RuneScape like to do it. Most of the time they just like to basically invest, and if it goes poorly they wait or they dump it all and they just get out of their position. But to be honest, I think a lot more people should kind of hedge their bets a little bit more in this sense, and should deploy that, because it really is a professional strategy. People will actually do that when they trade stock and things like that, and I think it's better than just gambling everything you've got. So anyway, just a little tip on there on the side. You only get it here live, guys, so thank you for tuning in today. Leave a like if you're enjoying the stream, and of course, yeah, basically, hopefully you guys are flipping along with me and making some money as well. Don't use my margins though. Flip other items. You can ask me what to flip, but don't screw me over, okay? That's all I ask. Anyway, let's go ahead and sell these Guthan's armor sets. Those Amulets of Torture actually did very, very well for us as well. Looks like we made about, what is that, 330k on those, so that is very solid. We also got all the Darroch's armor sets in. Those came in a lot faster than I expected. We're going to sell these Guthan's armor sets for 2,945,000. 2,945,995. List that. Let it do its thing here, guys. Gonna get the Darroch's armor sets going as well. Should have checked the price beforehand, but let's see. They're going for 3,392,995. 3,392,995, and those should sell off pretty easily. I'm hoping. They did buy a little bit fast, so we will have to see on that. But yeah, we're gonna keep going here, guys. We've got 107 mil to work with. What are we going to put that into? There is a couple good options that we could try. I think let's try the Grimy Renar real quick. I don't know if this is going to keep going down in price. Every time I check it, it literally is going down. So yeah, it's still going down. I'm waiting for it to maybe bottom out and see when it starts going back up in price, because I would like to do a big merch on these Grimy Renar weeds. I think it is actually very, very, it's not there yet, but it's getting to a very good spot where soon it's going to bounce for sure. I mean, this is the cheapest by far that I've ever seen Renar weeds, so there will be some good opportunity coming up on that. Flipping to Max says, hey, what's up? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in today live. And we're just cranking some really good flips right now, honestly. So thanks for joining us, and hopefully you can pick up a couple tips today. We're going to do the Armadillo Chain Skirt. I said I wasn't going to do that many risky flips today, but it seems to, like, these aren't necessarily that risky of flips, but at the same time, like, look at these margins we're getting. Look at that. If we can flip a couple of these, that's going to be insane. Let's go ahead and give it a shot here. Oh, that's too much. 26005,995. We're going to go a little bit over margin there to hopefully speed things up a little bit here. And we're going to try to get 3 of them, buy them, and sell them. Looks like the Darroch's armor set's already sold as well. So that was a really, really fast flip. Looks like that made us about 90k. So very happy to secure that. And for the amount of time that took, that was a great, great flip. So very happy to hit that margin. 52 mil left to work with, guys. We could try doing something a little riskier, but I said I was going to stick to mainly the high quantity today. So if you guys have any suggestions, just what to flip anyway for me, we could try some new things out. If not, I think I know what I'm going to do with this open slot that we have. Anyway, we're going to sell these Armadillo crossbows for 22,802,000. 22802,995. List that, let it do its thing. And we're actually going to do the Zamorak Hasta, I think. Zamorak and Hasta here. and see if we can get a couple good flips on that. It usually is a solid flip. It does take a little bit longer than I would like for a flip to complete, but again, that kind of makes it hold a solid margin. And yes, looks like the margin is going to be a little bit better than I thought it was today. Looks like about 60k, a little bit more, I think. When I say these things, guys, I'm just eyeballing them, by the way, so sometimes I understand I could be way off if I do a little bit of a miscalculation. Anyway, guys, hopefully you are enjoying the live stream today. Leave a like if you are. Really does help me out a lot. Gets my content up there with some other great content creators. So, of course, if you enjoy the stream, a like really helps a lot. Anyway, if you're not joining us on Discord or you haven't joined us already, click the link in the description below, guys. This is the best place to learn how to flip with your cash stack. I'm telling you, it is super helpful. A lot of people that join there are very happy in joining, and they say a lot of positive things about it. I'm sure people in the live stream now, in the live chat, could vouch for it. And yeah, basically, people just post their own flips in there. We talk about flipping strategies. If you ask what you should be flipping with there, or in there with your cash stack and things like that, people will help you out, no problem. So it's a really great community we got going on. Over 500 members now, thanks to you guys. So yeah, it's crazy thinking about that, that we've grown it so much. So appreciate all the support on the Discord, on the live streams. Really thankful for you guys. Anyway, let's keep talking about the flips here, though. Alex Boss says, I joined. Sorry I was late. No worries, man. It's better you've joined late than never, and I appreciate you coming live today. So thank you for tuning in on this lovely Sunday. I didn't think I was going to stream today, but I was like, man, the viewers need some content, so we got to bring it to them. You can check hashtag good flips for items I flipped lately. Best margins, I guess. My bank is around 20 mil right now, and flipping on 2 accounts. Nice. So Viper CS, I would have to guess that you're sticking to mostly high quality flips, or high quality flips. Of course you're sticking to high quality flips, but high quantity flips, right? So keep it up with those high quantity flips. If you're not flipping Amethyst Crystal, that might be worth a shot, and Magic Logs as well. Magic Logs is not that big of a margin, but it is quite a safe flip, so might be worth checking out if you are interested in that. Had a 3 GP margin today with Zolver scales. I was one happy flipper. We're actually trying to push a 4 GP margin right now, but we haven't sold any yet, so I think I actually am going to knock it down to a 3 GP margin, just because it might be a 5 GP margin, or maybe it was, but I think it moved down. Not high quantity. Interesting. So you're flipping with 20 mil, flipping some higher margin items. That is pretty risky of you, but if it's paying off, you know, I'm not going to coach you on being a flipper. You seem to know what you're doing with that amount of cash. So, for example, Occult, Tome of Fire, Impling Jars. Oh yeah, those aren't really high quantity. So, very solid work there, man. Keep up the good work. And thanks for sharing what is it? Your flips on the Discord. Thank you. The Discord name is the Syratube. I think it's like Syratube Flipping Chat. I don't even know what the name is, but there is a link in the description if you guys are interested in seeing that. So just check the description of the live stream, click that link, and you can join us on there. And all of the Armado crossbows sold. Sorry, I saw a message on stream. I wanted to read it out. It didn't come through the live chat. So anyway, we got all of those Armado crossbows sold off. Let's see. We'll take a look here, and wow, looks like it made us about 190k. I think that's right. Yeah, that looks about right. Very solid work on that one, so pat on the back for that. We don't have any Armado chain skirts yet, so that's a little concerning, but no worries on that for now. Let's check the Zulrah teleports here and see what they're actually going for margin-wise. Not a great margin on these Zolandra teleports. I usually am expecting to get at least 150 on those, so we're not going to do those quite yet. Let's try those burnt pages. Last live stream, we actually did a few of these, and they didn't buy super fast, but the margin was really solid, so I think it's worth checking out today. It is a high quantity flip, but it's quite a expensive high quantity flip, if that makes sense. The margin isn't huge on them, but anyway, we do have enough money to go in and flip a crap ton of them. So let's go ahead and do that and see how it goes. This is interesting. We got 70 mil sitting around here, and we don't have any Armado chain skirts left. I think I just commented on that, but I would really like to get at least 1 or 2 of those, considering the margin check costs us about 500k. So maybe we will knock that up a little bit here. Yeah, that should be pretty good on those. We should be able to get a few of those coming in here. That was a little bit risky for us, I guess. Since they're going down so much in price, maybe we shouldn't have gone in and checked those margins. We could have looked on GE Tracker, but I found that the GE Tracker this past week has not been reliable because items have just been moving a lot in price. So I always prefer checking it in-game, but at the same time, it is expensive. So you do need to be careful not to spend too much money on margin checks. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the live stream, please leave a like. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys, so hopefully you do enjoy it. And yeah, thank you for the support here today. And we're going to make as much money as possible while showing you guys some of the best items to flip in old school RuneScape. I'm having a coffee right now, it's actually a pretty late coffee for me. I think it's like maybe like 5 o'clock my time. Yeah, so it's pretty late in the day. I already had one earlier, and that's why I'm rambling most likely. But anyway, we're making as much money as we can today. There's nothing better, honestly, in my opinion, than sitting down, cup of coffee, flipping on RuneScape, and of course bringing you guys a good live stream as well. Although sometimes I like to flip off stream too, a little bit more peaceful, because when I'm live I gotta keep track of the chat and everything like that, answer everyone's questions. And of course, if you guys do have any questions like about flipping or about RuneScape in general or what I'm doing, let me know. I'd love to answer your guys' questions about what you should be flipping or how you should be making money in old school RuneScape. 20 viewers in here today. Welcome everybody to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Got 2 of those Zamaraki and Hostas coming in, so, well, there's the third one right there, asking you shall receive, I guess. We're going to go ahead and turn around and list that for $13,485,000. And hopefully that sells pretty quick. We might go back and do another 3 of those if we can get it. And we'll see about the Armadyl chain skirt. I will knock it up one more time if we can't get any in the next couple of minutes. And then if we can't get any, we're going to have to just make up the cost with some other flips here, which would be really unfortunate, but we have to keep moving with this 96 mil we've got sitting around, because we could be making a lot more money than I think is being showcased right now. So we need to make sure we find something good here. And it looks like we got all those mana rays as well, so let's go ahead and sell those. I think they're going for 1,134, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 1,134, so we're going to list that. I think we'll do it right on margin, and that should sell. If not, we'll just knock it down by 1, and it should go pretty quickly. I want to try flipping some of the Dragon Hunter crossbows and things like that, and the Dragon Hunter Lance, but I think it's a little bit risky right now. Maybe we can try a few, though. I'm not entirely sure if we should, but we'll see. We'll get into it. If so, if it looks good, maybe we'll try it out. We could also... Oh, we got all of those Zolver scales off, too, so that is good. But before we do the Dragon Hunter Lance and the Dragon Hunter Crossbow, let's try some Hydra Leather, if I can spell it. I can literally mistype that a couple times. But yeah, let's try the Hydra Leather and see if we can get a good margin on it. A couple streams ago, we actually made a lot of money off of this. I think it was like 500k at the least. So we should be able to make a decent bit of cash off it today. I don't know why the Hydra Leather always has such a high margin. I always feel like it has over a 100k margin. So it's a pretty good item to flip. It is a little bit tough, a little bit risky, but you know, if you've got the spirits and you've got the experience for it, you can definitely get it done. So let's knock these Armadyl chain skirts up a little bit more, guys. It's going to be a pretty significant bump. Let's see if we can get 2 of those for that much. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you flip an item or you margin check an item and you just lose a lot of money on it. So it is what it is at this point, and we'll try to make the best of it. If we can flip 2 of them, then we'll be able to make up for the margin check costs if we can flip for the margin that we've checked, or if we can get some for 26.12, then we'll be fine. But we just need to be careful and make sure we're taking the correct amount of risk for the amount of cash we have. It's another reason why I like to kind of mix my high quantity flips with my high margin flips, because that way if some of your high margin flips don't work out, your high quantity flips usually cover for the margin check costs and for any failed flips, which is quite nice because those high quantity flips are not that risky most of the time. So it's really easy. Did you flip your DH sets today? I did. We actually made a little bit of money off those. I think it was like 100 something K, or maybe it was like 90K. Let's see, where did we buy them? Yeah, it looks like we made, yeah, it was like 100, we made 90K on the Darroch sets, which was good, and they went really, really fast, so I was happy with that. Hydro Leather is coming in pretty quick as well, so that's a good sign. Not a great sign, but it's not a bad sign. Just got to make sure to keep an eye on that. We'll check the Archer's rings and Berserker rings as well after that, and we'll see if we can get a good margin on those. Maybe we'll do a Dragon Warhammer if we can. That could be a tougher one to flip. But let's try it. I don't think we're gonna get any of these Armadillo chain skirts here, to be honest. We'll do the Dragon Warhammer next. Could be another expensive margin check, so we got to be careful here. The Dragon Warhammer is a little bit more consistent. Oh, that is an expensive margin check there, but we should be okay. Should be able to get at least 2 of those in here and sell those off. If we can't, then we're going to be eating a lot of money to margin checks, so we just need to be careful and watch out for that. We've already got 1, though, which is a little concerning. It shouldn't buy that fast, but we could have just gotten lucky. We'll see how long this second one takes, and we'll try to get those off as fast as we can. These burnt pages should be a pretty good yield as long as we can get all of them in. They are taking a while, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means we're being competitive on the buy price, so it is not a warning sign at all. We're going to take these Mana Rays and knock them down 1 GP. We'll sell them for 1,133 each, guys. And we got both of those Dragon Warhammers, so we're going to turn around and sell those as fast as we can. 44,983 will do. Actually, we're going to go a little bit lower than that, just to make sure we can try to get them off quickly. Hopefully we have a high quantity of those trading today, and most likely I think we will, so hopefully we'll get lucky on those. And wow, we already sold one. That is very nice. A lot of GP coming in from that, guys. A lot of GP. So if we can get this other one off, we are definitely going to try to get another 2 of those, hit this margin as quick as we can, and get out of there as soon as possible. Jason says, do Zammy wines. They have good margins since bots are constantly dumping them. Also, what about Bounty Hunter emblems? So these are, I don't do Zammy wines anymore. I did do Zammy wines when I had a lower stack, but hold on. Before we get more into that, holy moly, that was a nice flip, guys. Looks like we made what? Let's see. Like 600 something K on those. Like 620K, very nice. Gonna go in and snag a couple more of those, guys. That is a massive flip. Very, very big win for us, guys. We've already got another one. Holy moly. We gotta turn around, sell this as soon as possible, guys. Waffle coming in saying, what's up, Syratube? Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in today. Leave a like if you're enjoying the stream, dude. And yeah, good to see you. It's been a while since you've come into the live stream, so thank you. And Henok says, do you ever do Ancestral Robe Tops? I do, but I find them quite hard to flip, and I don't think I really want to flip them right now because they've been moving it down a lot in price, so we need to be careful going in on some of those. It's not always bad if you flip an item that's moving down in price, but things have just been so volatile recently that we need to be a little bit more cautious. I mean, we already lost 500K on a margin check for an item we didn't even flip. Victor Basurdo says, what's up, Sierra? Good to see you again, Victor. Thanks for tuning in today. And yeah, leave a like if you're enjoying the stream, and let me know if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash tag or anything like that. And going back to the Zammy wines, so I did used to flip Zammy wines, and I could get good margins on them. What I don't like about Zammy wines is they're a free-to-play item, so they tend to be a little bit more competitive on the buy and the sell. Margins tend to be not as good because of that, and you have to maintenance the flip a little bit more, so you just need to be careful because it is a free-to-play item. On top of that, though, the margins can be good. So if you're free to play, Zammy wines are a really good item. But if you're not and you're over a like 30 mil cash tag, I wouldn't recommend flipping Zammy wines. Also, what about Bounty Hunter emblems? Bounty Hunter emblems are a good flip too. I tend to not do them on live stream though, because they are another really competitive flip. But the thing with bounty hunter emblems is they're easy to buy and they're not easy to buy and sell, but the margins are very strong on those items. So it's important that you have a private listing and that you're not sharing your price with other people, because it's very competitive and they can make you a lot of money if you flip them. So it is an item I do it off stream. And if you do flip the bounty hunter emblems, then I would recommend that you're actually maintaining that flip a lot, because it can get pretty difficult to flip those, considering people are always changing their price listings for those, and new supplies are being dumped onto the market every second. So just be careful with those. Why not do raids? Tebow is 50-50. Yeah, man. I'm not a big raider. I do encourage everyone in the Discord that likes to do the raids to actually go and raid, because I think that's really awesome, but I'm not a big raider myself. I prefer just sitting at the GE and making money this way, guys. Am I a lazy player? I think so. We'll give another 2 minutes on those Dragon Warhammers, and then we're going to try to sell the one that we have, and we'll probably back out of that after this, because it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get another one here. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the live stream, please do leave a like. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. On top of it all, join us on Discord if you're not in there already. Link in the description below. It is an amazing place to learn how to flip with your cash stack. So if you're interested in joining that, would love to have you there, man. Anyway, Henok says, I lost 4 mil because I left a lance to sell last night. It was the last one to sell, LOL. Yeah, anyway, I also lost a lot of money on the Grazi rapier, Henok, about, I think it was like 2 days ago. I lost 11 mil because I tried to keep the sell offer in overnight, and sure enough, it crashed. So, yeah, we took a big bite to the cash stack there and lost 11 mil. But you know what? That's all. That's the game of flipping right there. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you lose it. So, I love it. It's such a fun thing, in my opinion. JD says, Yo, Sierra, how's it going? Good to see you back, JD, man. Thanks for tuning in again. It's going pretty good today. We're actually making a fair bit of cash, and we're going to cut back on this Dragon Warhammer, but we have made some significant gains. Oh my goodness, some significant gains, and we're going to turn around and sell this for 44975. And I actually think that, I do think that will sell pretty quickly, considering how fast those other ones sold. Try flipping Dragon Claws is looking hot right now. If you guys are new to the channel, Dragon Claws are like my cursed item. Every time I try to flip them, I always fail to flip them. Actually, I had some success with them recently, but they're like my cursed item, and when I flip them and I win, I'm so excited. But every time I flip them, especially like, I used to flip them when I didn't have that much money. I was working with maybe 100 mil cash stack at the time, and I'd flip these Dragon Claws, and I'd always fail. So, it's kind of a meme on the channel because I always fail the Dragon Claws, but recently I've been getting my feet on those and learning the strategies behind flipping them. But you know what? I think they'll always be a tough item for me. I do like flipping them though, because the margins are tasty most of the time. Unless you fail. Looks like we got one of those Zamorakian Hastas off, which I'm pretty excited about. The Zamorakian Hasta was not selling for a while, so it's good to see that. The Guthan's armor set is struggling a little bit too. We got another Hydra leather, so I think we're good on the listing for that one, so we're going to sit on that for a little bit. Air Orbs almost finished. Diamond Dragon Bolts E almost finished. Burnt Pages kind of stopped, but we got a significant chunk of them somewhere in the middle, so I think it's kind of a waiting game right now. Inazuma says, Hey Sierra, what's the profit goal for today's stream? I'm hoping I can get to 311 mil, and we did make a really good Dragon Warhammer flip, but we ate a 500k margin check that we weren't able to flip the item on, which was the Armadillo Chain Skirt. So we lost a lot of money to that, but we kind of made it up with the Dragon Warhammer. It just stinks that wasn't pure profit on top of it. If we can get this Dragon Warhammer off, though, for 44,975,000, we'll be in a good position. Waffle is asking, are toxic staffs a good flip? You know, I do like to flip the toxic staff. It's something good to list overnight and just get a good listing in there. But, you know, they are a little bit tough. So just proceed with caution on those. Check the GE tracker graphs. Make sure you can get a good listing on those. Don't be too cocky and list them for too high of a price just to be competitive. put a low listing in, hope it buys out, and be safe with that, because the toxic stabs can really burn you if you don't get it right. They tend to, if you get like 8 of them and they have an 100k price swing, you can make a lot of money or you can lose a lot of money. But it's a great overnight flip, I would say, for someone who's got who's experienced and has maybe a 50 to 70 mil cash stack. It's a pretty good one to go in on if you are looking for a high margin flip. But I recommend, if you're doing overnights, to do high quantity flips. That's personally my opinion. It's a little bit safer. A little less money though, not gonna lie. We've got another one of those Amaraki and Hostas off. That's good to see. Let's knock these other Guthan's armor sets down a little bit. 2-9, 2-9, 4-2, 9-9-5. Should be good there. And the Zamaraki and Hostas sold off there. Not a bad flip, actually. Did take a little bit of time, but looks like we made like 200k on those. Yeah, like 225k. Not bad. Go and try to get a few more of those. This is some good bank sitter content, honestly. Thank you. Henok, it says, what is your favorite raids 1 or 2 item to flip? He likes to flip Dragon Claws. No, I don't. I don't like to flip Dragon Claws. I do. Okay, here's the thing. So, Dragon Claws are great, but they're not actually great. I like to flip the Grazi, although the Grazi is not an easy item to flip, and I've been burned on it a few times, but I've also had some really great flips with it before. I've been able to make, I think I had a 15.2 mil Grazi flip. It was an overnight. I got 2 of them, and I sold them off, and the total profit was like 15.2 mil, which is by far the biggest flip I've had. The runner-up to that was the crossbow flip, which I know isn't a raids item, but I had a 10.8 mil overnight crossbow flip where I made like 1 mil per. Ezio TV says, you live with a funky face. What's up, man? Our only member here on the channel. So shout out to Ezio TV. Thanks for tuning in and appreciate your continued support, dude. Leave a like if you're enjoying, by the way. Have you been flipping them right now while they are crashing? And yeah, crawls are so good. The crawls are really, really good. I have been flipping them while they've been crashing, but very, very conservatively. I have only let them sit for about 20 minutes on the sell. I'll let the buy sit for a little bit longer. If I need to wait 45 minutes for it to buy, I will. But on the sell, I'm not waiting any more than 20 minutes because I'm scared it's going to crash. So I do watch them very, very closely at this moment in time, and I don't leave anything to go overnight. Triku says, thanks for the margins, mate. I guess no problem, I guess. But either way, yeah, I guess is what it is. We've got 85 mil to work with here. What should we sell, or what should we buy, I guess, with 85 mil? We could do some potions, but it's not going to cost 85 mil. Let's try to check that Grimy Renar again and see if the margin has stretched a little bit. I'm not sure if it will, but we'll take a look here. 20 GP on the Grimy Renar weed, not bad. We'll go in on that and try to get a few here. Just because that is a significant amount of cash that we can put towards that. Henhawk says, I gotcha, that is a good idea. Yeah, no more overnight while it's in downfall. Absolutely not, man. Did you see that Dragon Hunter 8 mil dip from yesterday? I did not, actually. Is that on the Discord? I'll take a look at it if it is. Waffle said, I think Sierra is buying his own items on an alt to fake flipping streams daily for free content. Dude, trust me, I'm too lazy to do that. That'd be cool, though. Running my own little flipping ring. Maybe I am. I guess you'll never know. Anyway, Triku says, do you like third age flips? To be honest, I almost never flip third age. The reason being is I don't find third age has a great demand. So, third age, don't really flip because it's not great armor. Right? It's expensive armor, but it's not like... It's 3rd age because it's rare, right? So it's a rare armor set. It doesn't have a great use necessarily, so I don't like flipping items that don't tend to have a really good use in game. So I tend to gravitate towards items that I know players want for certain reasons. So like the crossbow is one that has really high like demand and need or usage in the game. Fashionscape, you're right, that is true. I do think Fashionscape is very important, but I just don't tend to flip 3rd age because it's not like you don't bring 3rd age when you go bossing, you know what I mean? So I don't think it has a great use in that regard. Of course, it's a Fashionscape item, but items like the Grazi or the Dragon Hunter crossbow, Dragon Hunter lance, Armadillo chain skirt, Armadillo chestplate, Armadillo crossbow, those are things that tend to be used in endgame PvP, or not PvP, PvM content, and like the Dragon Claw is used in PvP, or and things like that. So I tend to stick to items that have a direct use to actions in game. Of course, Fashionscape is dope, but hey. Syra, you should start a series like OMG flipping from 1 GP to couple billion GP in a day. Must see gone, we'll say gone sensual. Think it could be really successful. I think you might be right there, Waffle Man. We were able to get that Dragon Warhammer off. We didn't make as much money on that one as we did the previous ones, but still a pretty good flip there. Like, what, 220k maybe or so on that. So really not too bad. The burn pages are still coming in, so we'll leave that there for a little bit. 64 mil. What should we work with that? Let's take a look and do maybe some, like, prayer potions. Prayer potions are going to be pretty low price because those Renar weeds are pretty low price. Whoa, 7 mil for a prayer potion, 7.8 mil. That is really, really, really cheap. Did not expect that, to be quite honest. We'll go ahead and try to flip a few of those here. Doesn't look like they'll be too bad of a flip. Should go pretty quickly for us. And we'll get that locked in, secured, and finished up here. We'll maybe cut back on these Hydro Leather in a minute here, because it doesn't really look like we've gotten one in a second. So we'll let that sit for a little bit longer. Again, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. Let me know if I can help you with anything flipping related. If you guys are curious about what to flip with your cash stack or anything like that, I'd definitely like to help you out. And yeah, just let me know what you guys are flipping, how you guys are doing in RuneScape. Are you progressing your account? Are you trying to make money? Are you trying to grow a bigger cash stack? Always curious to know what you guys are up to. Ezio says it's a 14 mil dip right now. The crossbow is under 100 mil GP. Honestly, that's probably a pretty good investment. It's likely to go back up. I don't know why these things happen. I think it's right before, right before it dips a lot or like right before big updates come out. It tends to be that way. People are selling off their higher-end PVM gear in anticipation for the new content because they think the price of it's going to go down either way, so they want to sell it off for a high price, and it's this whole cycle, and then people realize, oh wait, that is actually useful, and then it goes back up. It's summer dip. That's absolutely right. I thought prices would go up, though, but I guess I was completely wrong on that, and they're going down. So, anyway, we're going to sell this Hydro Leather here, try to get it off for, like, 6,420k. I'm hoping that sells pretty quick, because they did buy relatively fast compared to what I'm used to. Ezio says, I'm doing progress for Dragon Slayer 2 and need some tips for a 30 mil cash stack. Yeah, I haven't checked them today, but Archer's Rings and Berserker Rings will be pretty good to check. You could also try flipping these Diamond Dragon Bolts E. That's always been a very, very nice flip for me, and I like using it when I have a little bit smaller of a stack. 5,097 is what we're going to sell these for. 5,096 maybe, actually. And we'll try to see we can get those off really, really quickly. On top of it, guys, let's see. A 30 mil stack. Blood Runes you're going to want to do, and don't forget your Solver Scales as well. Those are going to be two really good ones. Revenant Ether on top of that is also going to be very, very nice. And yeah, let's see what else you can do with that. Manta Rays, Sharks, going to be good. Monkfish are going to be good with that 30 mil stack. Dragon Darts maybe, Dragon Knives, Dragon Throwing Axes. All should be pretty good. 60k margin on the Zambi Spear at the moment. I don't think I'm going to do the Zambi Spear just because we're doing the Hosta. We're actually going to cut back on the Hosta right now. But anyway, good to see you, Heist T, man. Thanks for tuning in today, dude. And staying up late because I know you probably have work tomorrow. So welcome to the stream, Heist T. And thanks for stopping by. We're going to sell these for 13,482. This has actually been a pretty lucrative stream today. Not going to lie. Rough time at the GE at the moment. Yeah, everyone's saying it's a rough time, but I'm not doing too bad. Well, if these Hydra leathers sell, then we'll be in a good position. But if they don't, we might be struggling here. And that sold very quickly, that spear, so very good to see that. Let's see, let's do the, maybe the crossbow. This could be a risky one, guys. We'll go in and try it anyway, though. Ooh, not a lot of money on that. That's okay. We'll try to get 2 of them in here and out of here and then see how we do on that. Hey guys, I'm glad I made at least some of the stream. Welcome, Jordy. Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. And I knew you would make it. You always make it. Even if it's only for a little bit, you still made it and you put in the effort to get here. Be sure to smack that like button, guys. Helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing more content and more flipping stuff to the channel for you guys. So hopefully you do enjoy it. And on top of it all, hopefully you guys are having a great Sunday. Hopefully you're making a lot of bank in these tough Grand Exchange times. So keep your spirits high, guys. Flipping will get better again. Things are just going down a lot in price. Not a lot of, I wouldn't recommend investing in anything quite yet, because you don't know how low things are going to drop. But I would say that the Dragon Hunter crossbow is probably good as long as you can get it for under 100 mil GP. Wouldn't get it yet, though, so. Didn't even know they made sparkling iced tea. Yeah, I actually didn't know that either. There's markets for everything these days, guys. 26 people in here, guys. Wow, good to see you, everyone, and thanks for tuning in on this relaxing Sunday stream. And we're actually making a good bit of profit today, considering the tough times ahead of us. We're gonna knock the Hydra leather down a little bit, though, because we are struggling on that. The audio just wanted to cut out there for a minute. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, we actually flipped those crossbows really quickly, so I guess we'll do another 2, just because they went really quick. Sparkling equals bubbly, I think. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I didn't know they created bubbly iced tea either way. Things are starting to move a little bit slower than they did in the beginning of the stream. We need to check the buy price on these burnt pages again. I'm feeling like we might get a little bit unlucky here. Oh, no. I think we should list these for 585 or 5085. We should be able to get them off. I think we'll be fine, and they'll fluctuate up there at least. It might not sell on stream, but we should be able to get it off stream at the least. And it is a little bit scary, considering that did go down a little bit, but hey. You think the runes will go up? It depends on the new boss, honestly. Likely, though, they will, because runes, they always go back up. They just tend to have price fluctuations, like, every month or so. Like, within a month's period, they go up and down, up and down. They tend to cap out at, well, it's kind of hard. Like, what runes do you want to talk about, right? So, blood runes, for example, usually don't get any higher than 360, and they don't really go any lower than 320, 330, I'm pretty sure. So, anyway, Sir TQT says, do you also flip the Grazi on stream or only off stream? Usually I only flip that off stream. I don't really ever do it on stream here. So, either way. Maybe I've done it once on stream, but it's definitely been a while. Yeah, these prayer potions are not going to work out for us, guys. So we're just going to get rid of these. And we probably lost money on that, but or no, we actually made money. Interesting. I didn't even see that we had the other listing right underneath it there. Let's go ahead and work with this 72 mil here. Let's check the Revenant Ether. Since things have been going down a lot in price, I feel like we might be able to get a good margin on some of this Ether here. One of my favorite high quantity flips here, so let's check it out, see if we can make anything on it. Nope, doesn't look like we can today. That's fine. Let's take a look at the Dragon... We'll actually look at the Dragon Knives real quick. The Dragon Knives are such a solid flip for us, guys. Try Mystic Robes, it's good cash. Let's try... we could try. We'll try the Mystic Robes, but I don't really think they're going to work out as well as we think they would. We'll try the Dusk set. It's probably going to be a little expensive. I don't know how many of these sets we can flip either as well, but we'll take a look here and see what we can do. My guess is we can probably do 7 of them or so. So it actually looks like it's going to be decent, so we'll try that. We're going to cut back on the Diamond Dragon Bolts E here, and we're actually going to buy one more just to see what we can get these off for. I think it maybe went up in margin, 1488. Ooh, that's really not too good. We'll do 14... Oh, that's really disappointing. I thought we were going to be making a lot more money on those. 149... I don't know. We'll do 1495. I don't think those are going to sell on stream, to be quite honest. They definitely will bounce above 1,500, but we'll keep them at 1,495 for now. And if they don't sell by the end of the stream, I think I'll leave them at about 1,515 overnight, because I'm pretty confident those will go back up. They usually do not drop below 1,500. So let's take a look at these air orbs here too, and hopefully we're not in the same boat for these air orbs and we're not seeing any stale margins here, but it could be possible. A lot of people likely logging in now, at least from the United States. 1162, yeah, that's really disappointing considering that we were getting a lot more GP on those before, but they should sell relatively fast, if I had to guess. Hydra Leather not selling. Wow, this is actually a lot rougher than I thought it would be. Have you stored the Glories or the D-Pick? Or have you tried them, not stored them? I haven't actually tried those yet. We might do it if we can... We'll take a look at the Dragon Pickaxes. We don't have a ton of time left here, but we'll take a look at them anyway. I don't really care if I lose money on stream, so let's see if we can get any Dragon Pickaxes bought and sold here. Surprised they're not going down in price, though. Not from what I can tell. Ooh, Dragon Pickaxe got a really solid margin going for him right now, so we'll take a look at that. Try to get a couple of those going here. Try to get 20 of them, but I don't think we're going to get that many. 15, I think it is. Okay, well, if we can get 7, we'll do another 7 after that, Ezio. Triku says, do you make money processing items, deassembling sets, decanting potions, or crafting items, or do you just flip items? I do assemble items sometimes. One thing that I do like to do is assemble the ancestral sets. I tend to make like really good money from doing that. So you can like kind of assemble ancestral sets, buy the pieces separately, and then put them together and sell them, and it gives you like a 900k margin most of the time, so it's not bad at all. I've even had margins of like 1.5 mil from doing that, and sometimes you just get lucky and it goes up in price anyway, the whole entire, like every piece does, but for the most part you can make money by doing that. It just takes a lot of time to do it. Welcome to the Flipping Fam, Jones. Thank you for the subscription, man. Really do appreciate that. And thanks for tuning into the stream today. And leave a like if you enjoy, man. Really do appreciate that. And welcome to the team. I don't know why my follower notifications are not working. It's kind of upsetting, but hey. And Ezio TV wishes you a warm welcome as well. Not a lot of action going on here with the flips, guys. We're going to cut back on the Grimy Renarweed. Sell for 64.5. Try to get some sell offers going in here. We'll leave the Dragon Pickaxes, but everything else here. And we'll leave the Mystic sets too. We'll actually knock them up a little bit. let that sit for a little bit here, guys. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the live stream, please leave a like. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. On top of it all, join us on our Discord channel. Link in the description below. It is an amazing place to learn how to flip with your cash stack and everything like that. Any flipping questions that you have for me in there or for anyone else, you can honestly ask any questions in there and we'll help you out with flipping in old school RuneScape. We'd love to have you in there, so please join us on Discord. A lot of people can say positive things about it in the live chat. We have a lot of people that come from there, and yeah, just it's a really great place to be. Great Discord group if you're trying to learn how to flip in RuneScape. So check that out if you're interested. What is your thought on this being the last Deadman mode tournament? They currently have no plans for bringing it back in the future. It doesn't really bother. Like, I'm not too into Deadman mode. I do think it's like a unique game mode that Jagex puts time into and that players enjoy, but I'm not crazy about it. I don't really watch it, and it's nice because it kind of spices up the RuneScape content itself, right? Like, gives a lot of the RuneScape content creators something to do, and maybe they'll come out with a new game mode or something like that that will be a little bit different. But Deadman mode is very unique. There's not really a mode like that in other games or anything like that that I can think of, or any games that really do that. It's like not really a battle royale, it is, but it's RuneScape, so it's not really. It's kind of hard to explain, but I like it. I mean, I think it's good for the game, but personally to me, I don't really care for it. But I wish they would keep it, but I don't care if they don't keep it. Does that make sense? I think it's too much clanman mode. Yeah, unfortunately, yes. Sir TQT says, will the poll ending tomorrow have any impact on prices? Honestly, I haven't seen what they're polling, but if they're polling any changes for items, okay, Dragon Warhammer and Elder Maul especially, yes, it definitely will then, for sure, depending on the changes that are coming into the game. I haven't actually seen it, so I don't want to say too much about it, but, it will change the prices if it does affect how many are being brought into the game or the stats of these specific items. So it definitely will be in effect. The boss is weak to crush. Then yes, if the boss is weak to crush, then in my opinion, there's no doubt that the Dragon Warhammer is going to go back up in price. It's already really, really low priced, and it's very hard to bring those into the game. So, yes, I would not be surprised if that Dragon Warhammer goes back up to 50 mil or more. I mean, this is the thing, is the Dragon Warhammer is a 1 in 5,000 drop to come into this game. There's only one monster that drops it. It's a Lizardman Shaman. They're not killed a ton. I mean, sure, they're a popular creature to do Slayer on, but that's literally their only good drop is that Dragon Warhammer, I'm pretty sure. So they're not farmed or anything like that. So there's not a huge supply of Dragon Warhammers. And 44 mil for a Dragon Warhammer, in my opinion, is really, really cheap considering how good it is for most PVM situations. Exo Rimsey, I think it's Rimsey. Apologies if I messed up that name, man. I don't think I've seen you around here before, so welcome to the live streams, man. Hopefully you are enjoying it. Leave a like if you are. But anyway, he says, are you playing on an alt while doing this? I'm actually not. Sometimes when I flip on my own, I do play on an alt, but the reason I don't normally do it on live stream is because I like being like really chill on stream, making sure I can manage my Streamlabs, talk to you guys and get to your comments as well, and basically flip at the same time. The reason I don't really flip on another account is so I can give you guys more attention. This isn't really about money making. These streams are not about money making. They're more, they are, but they're more so focused on teaching you guys how to flip. So, if they're mainly for answering your questions and showcasing good items for you guys. If I make profit, lose profit, I share it with you guys, and maybe, tips that I could have used to improve and stuff like that. And yeah, they're not necessarily for my own gain. I make enough money on flipping off stream and stuff like that. So this is basically for you guys. And dang, that XP waste, lol. Yeah, dude, I actually, like, I don't really care that much anymore about training in RuneScape and stuff like that. Like, my stats are not even that high considering my playtime and things like that. I just like flipping and bringing you guys flipping content. Honestly, flipping is the thing I enjoy most in old school RuneScape. Literally out of all the other content, which might sound crazy to some of you guys, but I've just had this goal to make all this money that I can flipping on these live streams and teaching you guys how to flip in RuneScape. So yeah, that's always been basically my my mindset behind it. Real world trade, no, dude. I do not real world trade. Trust me, I definitely would not even consider that. If I wanted to make real money, I would, you know, get it from my real job or find another way to do it. I don't think flipping on RuneScape could be a lucrative income for anybody. Thomas says, hello, I'm here for the first time. Thanks for every video and every live stream. Love you. Thank you for the support, Thomas. Really do appreciate that. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Leave a like if you're enjoying it. And let me know if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack. I would love to help you out, man. I wonder, no, this is actually a good question. I wonder how much money, like if you did real world trade your money, how much money you would need to have to flip and make an actual salary in RuneScape. I bet it would have to be over 10 billion. Like, I really do, because you have to be, if you really wanted to do that, you'd have to be pulling in at least 10 mil an hour, right? I would think. I don't know. Anyway, not really my chosen career path to make money off of real world trading RuneScape gold, trust me. Definitely don't recommend that to anyone. You can get your account banned and all your hard work can go down the drain. So highly would not recommend that path. EXO says, do you want to make YouTube your full-time job / streaming? I don't want to, well, here's the thing is if I got big enough, I would consider it. As for now though, it's just a fun hobby that I do on the side, just bring you guys content. I don't make enough money off these things to be doing it for the money. It would be fun to be a full-time streamer, don't get me wrong, but it's never really been my focus. It's just, these have been fun, and once I discovered that I have like kind of this knack for teaching people how to flip or how to money make in RuneScape, you know, I basically kept doing it because I got a lot of positive feedback on it. So yeah, that's basically what it is as far as that goes. If I got to the point where I was making more money from my streaming than I was my real job, I would consider switching, but there's no current plans for that anytime soon. So basically just streaming, bringing you guys the content you like, and going from there. Flipping on OSRS might not be good for real money, but flipping at the GE stock market would make some good coins, which I do actually do sometimes. I do some stock trading here and there, not super often, but I definitely make real investments. There's actually been, you guys have asked me to possibly bring some real life trading, but it is a lot more difficult than flipping in RuneScape, I promise. Yeah, 15 mil at least. It has a good advantage. There's no maximum, but also you can make almost nothing. That's true as well. What do you work as? I work in IT currently, so it's a dynamic work day, to be honest. Things get a little crazy from time to time, but hey, I love it, and I like what I do a lot, so it would take a lot to convince me to move to full-time streaming, but if the salary was there, I would for sure change my focus. Hydro leather is possible to sell for around 3.33k each. I'm going to hold it at a 6.4 because I do think, or you said 6.33. I'm going to hold it at 6.4. I do think it will rebound above that, and if it doesn't, then I'm going to be really sad. I don't think I've personally seen hydro leather under 6 mil before, so I'm sure it will bounce there at some point, but I don't think it will at this point, so I'm going to hold it there. While I'm out, hopefully the stream goes all right, and I'll tune in sometime soon. Sounds good, EXO. Have a great Sunday, man, and enjoy the rest of your day, and make a lot of bank in RuneScape. Jordy says, I lost 100 euro on the stock market last year, and I don't think I'm going back. Well, you know, that's the thing is you can take big losses in when you try to trade stock and things like that, but I don't trade very often at all. I mostly just do like more long-term investments, and just wealth manage or manage my money that way. Just buy stock and hold it for long periods of time. I don't really buy and then wait a day and then sell it, you know what I mean? So although that is a viable way to make money as well, it's a lot harder and a lot more involved, and I just, you know, it's easier to buy it and wait and just pick what you think is good. In my opinion, you know, everyone has their own opinion. But just a little bit less work for similar returns in the long run. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the real stock market. We're here to talk about the RuneScape market and how much money we can make off of it. So, you know, I feel like we should go for a little bit longer today. Let's maybe see how many more flips we can get off of this this 84 mil we've got here. So let me think about something we can try to flip in this regard. What have we not touched? Oh, we haven't done the dragon darts yet. That's a good one we can try to see if we can get a good margin on those. If not, we'll check the dragon dart tips. Yeah, pretty solid margin on those dragon darts. So we'll go in and try to flip a couple of these here. And it's going to cost us about 33 mil. 51 mil left to work with. We could do... Dragon bolts... Unfinished? Yeah, unfinished will be good. And we'll check these out, see if we can actually succeed on those. We do have to be a little bit careful, though, because these Diamond Dragon Bolts E are not doing amazing. So we just need to watch out for that. But these Diamond Dragon Bolts, or not Diamond Dragon Bolts, Dragon Bolts Unfinished actually have a pretty good margin. So I'm not too afraid to go in on that. 35 mil sitting around, though. Hopefully we can get that to work here in a couple of minutes. We're going to camp these Diamond Dragon Bolts E, though, and not cave in. Thomas says, why are you not streaming every day? I don't stream every day because of work, for the most part, but I would like to do is stream during the week, maybe one day during the week, and one day during the weekend, and then get the videos back on track. I've been doing a lot of travel for work recently, so it hasn't been amazing as far as having time to stream and things like that goes. So, yeah, it's been a little bit tough in that regard. So yeah, I haven't exactly done any scheduled flipping or scheduled live streams for the most part, just because I've been a little bit more dynamic recently. But I will try to schedule myself as soon as I get everything figured out and we can get a solid schedule locked down. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys sticking with me through the weird schedule, so thank you so much for that. Leave a like, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream. Really helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so hopefully you do enjoy it. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Join us on Discord if you are interested in learning how to flip with your cash stack, or if you would like some more assistance in doing so. We'd love to help you guys out. I was checking those dragon darts because I was a little bit nervous that they actually, yeah, so we can see the margin changed on those, so we're not going to keep going in on those dragon darts. We're actually going to look and try to focus on something else here. Hey, Anudeep, good to see you, man. It's nice to see you. He says, dang, nice stream, bro. I know, you didn't think I was this popular, did you? But it's yeah, we've got a good little thing going here. Anudeep is he was one of my first RuneScape friends I ever met, and it was really funny. We were both training at the Spiders. I think I was free to play at the time. We were training, maybe not though. We were training at the Spiders in the security stronghold, and I just started talking to him, and we've been friends ever since. And that was a while ago, so that was almost like 3 years ago, I think. So good to see you on the live stream, man. Didn't think you were gonna be popping in, but quick management of the dragon darts. Yeah, I had to keep a close eye on those. We'll try the dragon dart tips though. Sometimes you can get a better margin on some of those. So we'll see what happens with the dragon dart tips. And the dragon pickaxe is not doing amazing for us, so we might have to cut back on those. We'll take a look here and see though. Blood runes, law runes, and death runes. Haven't done the death runes or law runes, but we did blood runes earlier. We're able to get a 4 GP margin on that. Net us about 40k on those, so not terrible. But we're not going to do the law runes or the death runes because I think we have a little bit more cash to work with. I don't think we should flip that low of not that low of an item, but we can flip higher margin things and succeed on them, make a little bit more cash off of it. 5,063 is what we're going to sell 5,063, 995 is what we'll sell this dragon pickaxe for. Should net us a fair bit of cash there. 27 of you guys in here today, showing a lot of love today on the stream today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I didn't know the Sunday stream was going to be that popular. We did a Saturday stream, and it was kind of dead. No one really was in here, so thanks for tuning in today, guys. Really do appreciate the support, and we're trying to make as much as we can flipping today. Kind of running out of items, though, so we got to keep up the... we got to keep switching items, I guess, and keep things fresh here. Oh, I do know an item I haven't done yet, though, that we can do. That should be pretty good, so I'll keep that in the back of my mind. I'm hoping we can actually get this dragon pick off pretty fast, though, because then we can get another slot open. The Hydra leather is really struggling, guys. I think if we leave it, though, it will sell. I just, like, I wish we didn't have to do that, you know what I mean? Clear up another slot. There we go. It's sold off. Good to see that. One thing that we can do, or one good item we can do, is the Brimstone Ring, actually, is a very nice flip that I like to do a lot. It does take a while to flip most of the time, but it is a very solid flip. So we're going to go ahead and try to flip a few of those here and see if we can make some good money off of it. It looks like we might be able to, because this margin is pretty solid, so we'll see what we can do with that. And Dan says, I just came to look at what you was flipping. My items dried up lately, so always good to see what others flip. Of course, man. See what I'm flipping, add it to your flipping list. That's what I like doing. I would appreciate if you didn't steal my margins here on stream, but there's not a lot I can do to stop you from doing that, I guess. But either way, at least write down the items if you respect me, and you can flip them later for sure, of course. Dylan Peterson says, what's up, Syratube? Good to see you, Dylan. Thanks for tuning in today, and hopefully you are enjoying the live stream. Leave a like if you are, and yeah, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate that. A lot of support today on today's stream. I'm slaying. You are safe. Perfect, Dan. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. How good is the D armor or the various ornament kits? It's interesting because ornament kits require a lot of patience. You can make a lot of money off of them, but you do need a lot of patience on those items because they tend to take a while to buy and they tend to take a while to sell. Usually, I'm not going to lie, when I flip ornament kits, I get nervous and I dump it for too low of a price, and most of the time I lose money on them, so I stay away from them personally. But if you're experienced and you're patient and you can put good listings in, you can make a lot of money flipping ornament kits. Dragon armor is, I would not say amazing to flip, just because demand is not there most of the time, but the nice thing is you can flip the dragon chain bodies, and you can flip like 70 of them every 4 hours, so you can make a lot of money flipping those, as long as you get your listings right. Is the leather new, asks Mr. Gaming 11. Oh, good to see you again, Mr. Gaming 11. It's been a minute since I've seen you here live, so welcome back. And he says, is the leather new? It's not really that new. It's been in for a couple months, but I haven't flipped it a lot on live stream before. I do flip it off stream a fair bit, but we're struggling a little bit today to get them sold off here, so stay tuned for that one. We've got another slot open, so we're actually going to check the Syratube Godsword. I've actually heard that the margin on the Syratube Godsword recently has been really crazy, and oh my god, it's worth nothing. It dropped like 10 mil. Wow, that's not what I expected to see on the price of that Syratube Godsword. That is for sure. That's way lower than I thought it was going to be, guys. We do have to be a little bit careful here flipping this. What about smoke staffs? I have profit all the time. Hope it helps. Yeah, smoke battle staffs are a pretty good flip. I don't flip them too often in my arsenal, but they are on my list. So I definitely always come back to them if I am looking for another item. We can try those out in a minute here. Let's try to get these brimstone rings going first, though, and maybe we'll take a crack at those next. We need to keep an eye on these dragon darts here, or dragon dart tips at least, and we'll just gotta make sure we keep buying them. So they're at 349 is the current quantity right now. We'll check that in a minute and see what we can do from there. Any suggestions for overnight flips? Yes, I can definitely help you with some overnight flips. Try Coup. Let me know how much money you're working with, and I can help you find some good overnight flips for you that you can even try tonight. And just don't put huge listings in tonight. Just do a little bit and try to work on it. That way you're not doing too big of an investment and losing too much money or anything like that. But yeah, let me know, and I can definitely help you out. Actually, let's check those smoke staffs. Those smoke battle staffs. They tend to be a pretty good flip, actually. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty solid. 16k each on those. They're not super risky either. Only like 3 mil for each of these, so not too scared to flip those guys. And yeah, we're gonna do that real quick. Triku says about 90 mil. So yeah, just like Jordy said, Dragon Leather is really good. Is a really good overnight flip. I would definitely recommend checking that out for sure. It's actually my favorite. Green Dragon Hide is my favorite overnight flip, so I would definitely recommend checking that out. You can also do Black Dragon Hide too. Black Dragon Hide is a little bit riskier, a little bit more profit. I like doing the Green Dragon Hide because it's a lot safer. On top of that, you could do Amethyst Crystal. I like doing that overnight. Diamond Dragon Ball's a great overnight too. And what else do I like to do overnight? It's been a while since I've done some overnight flipping. Shark, sometimes I do overnight, but that doesn't get me a huge yield usually. Those 4 should be pretty solid for about 90 mil. So I'd try some of those out and see how you do on those. I'm flipping with a 40 mil budget. Nice, Thomas. Hopefully you can get that to 50 mil within the next couple of days here, and then on to 100 mil after that, man. See what you can do with that. Mr. Gaming said, dude, I flipped the Bandos chestplate the other day, and they were 220k per one. Margin was 220k. Yeah, the thing with the Bandos chestplate, it's been dropping a lot in price, so the margins on them have been getting crazy. I've actually flipped a couple recently too, but I don't think I've made 220k per. I was getting about 80k, so you did a little bit better on me, or better on those than I did. So nice one. How much are you lowering that Dragon Hide you buy overnight? It depends on the price that I currently see. Usually what I do is I check the current price, and then whatever the buy offer is, the lower buy price, I take that and I knock that down about 15 GP, let that buy overnight, and sell it the next day. The thing is, you have to be patient with those overnight flips, because sometimes they try to give you a tough time. What I mean by that is they will, in the morning, you'll be like, oh, I lost money on those, like, oh, what a horrible overnight flip. Don't just dump it. If you put it in for the day and you let it sit, it usually will sell, just because these items are pretty volatile, and they will go and swing throughout the day. So if you're taking a huge loss on an item like on the Dragonhide Leather, just leave it for a little bit longer, maybe even leave it for a whole day if you need to. It usually will sell in the end, so don't be afraid to just be like, oh my gosh, I'm losing money, and dump it. Anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the live stream today. Leave a like if you are. Seriously, it really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. Gonna be going for like another 15 minutes here. Try to get some of these items in, and boom, we just got a Syratube God Sword. That's what I like to see. We should be able to turn that around and flip it for a decent bit of cash. These Dragon Bolts Unfinished should hopefully make us a pretty good amount of money too, but we'll see. Anyway, if you guys are interested in joining a flipping Discord that basically we go over flipping strategies and the best items to flip in RuneScape, join us, link in the description below. It is an amazing place to learn how to flip with your cash stack. Honestly, I highly recommend it. A lot of people in the live chat, I'm sure, can vouch for it too. It's a great place to find items to flip, and we can, if you ask any questions about what to flip with your cash stack in there, literally 100% of the time people will help you out. I actually have never seen someone ask a question in there and it not get answered. If someone doesn't answer it, DM it to me and I'll answer it. I'm gonna hit that Discord. You better hit that Discord, Andrew Deep. It is a nice place to learn how to flip, I'm telling you. And honestly, if you have any questions and you don't want to ask it in general chat, you can just DM me and I'll answer it. Like, it might take me a day to get to it, but I will always answer it. So I really do appreciate all the support we got on the Discord there. There's over 500 members, so very, very nice. See if we can get another Syratube God Sword here. I would love to get another one and try to get them off for that margin we saw earlier. Smoke Battle Staves, we should have one by now, so we might just cut back on that and try to get another item going here. Not exactly sure what to put in place of that, though. Let's check the Archer's Ring, actually. See how that's doing. $4.8 million. Not too bad. 4.770, that's actually pretty good, which, so what we'll do if we can actually get this Archer's Ring flipped here is we'll turn around and try to do some Berserker Rings as well, because what I find is, I say this a couple times, or I've said it a couple times these past couple of streams, is when the Archer's Ring is good, so is the Berserker Ring. So we'll check that out here in a minute. We'll do we'll list the Syratube and God Swords, which luckily we got both of them in, for 32,164 maybe? And yeah, we'll see how that does for us. Hopefully we can get those off pretty quick. That would be a nice margin. I don't think I've ever had that kind of margin on the Syratube and God Swords before. We usually can't get that big of a margin on them. So hopefully that goes well for us here. And yeah, so basically sitting back, cranking some flips here, guys. Hopefully you are enjoying it today. Definitely an unexpected amount of traffic on today's stream, so thank you guys. Anyway, Jordy says, is it me or does it seem like you are less patient on flips today compared to the past couple of streams? I am actually. The thing is, I'm a little bit too nervous to let things sit for too long, just because we're not going to be wrapping up the stream that soon, but like within the next 10 minutes or so. So I want to make sure everything's moving and everything's going to be set and squared away in that regard. I also think that right now flipping is a little bit riskier, like even compared to yesterday. We do see a lot of downward movement with some items, like even these Diamond Dragon Bolts E, we can't even sell for 5 GP over what we had, over our, like, you know, like they went down to a 2 GP margin, and I want to sell them for like 5 GP under the original margin or whatever it was. We can't even get those off. We haven't got any Dragon Bolts unfinished off yet, which is a little concerning. The burnt pages are taking a while to sell. That's why, like, you know, we don't have all the Dragon Dart tips in yet. All these things are making me a little bit nervous. To let things sit for too long, because you don't want to let things sit too long and lose money on them, right? So you always got to make sure you're maintaining things. This is kind of a hot time to be flipping in general, so we do need to make sure that we are maintaining things, you know, very closely. And you're right, I do not have as much patience today, that is for sure. 3,133 is what we'll sell for. Looks like we kind of lost the margin on those Dragon Dart tips, and I don't want to keep competing for them, so we're going to try to get those out of our inventory here and see if we can try to maybe do the Berserker Rings before the end of the stream here, because those should flip relatively quickly. Going to try to do some videos for this next week, guys. The streaming is going to be a little bit tough this next week, so I will try to do a video. It might have to be from mobile, to be honest, because I will be traveling. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. It's going to be definitely a different experience compared to what we're used to. But I will try to do at least one episode of Flipping with Syratube from the mobile. I guess it's going to be weird doing it from the mobile phone, but I'm going to do my best. Just did Tacit's 200k margin. Ooh, that sounds pretty tasty, not gonna lie. We only have 55 mil though, so I don't know if I want to do that right now. If we were able to get some of this Hydra leather off, then maybe I would be a little bit more comfortable with it, but we can't. So someone mentioned burnt pages to me the other day. How do those typically do? Honestly, I don't flip burnt pages a ton. This is the first live stream that we were able to get a full quantity of burnt pages, and we're actually struggling to flip them right now, but I do think it's because the markets are a little bit tough currently, so I'm not going to hold it against the burnt pages being a bad flip or anything like that. I think they are a good flip, but I think you just have to be very patient with them. We were patient on the buy, so we have to be patient on the sell. But, I mean, we've been working on those, this entire live stream, so maybe not the best flip, and the margin wasn't even that great on them today. So, not amazing for today, but you can't flip an item once and determine if it's a good item or not. You always want to make sure that if you try an item out that you've heard other people think it's good, then you maybe try it out a few times, see how it works, and then if you still don't think it's good, then don't flip it anymore. because markets are different all the time, so you can't just flip something once and determine that it's a good or a bad item. For me personally, like, I flip, you know, if I think there's a good item to flip, I flip it a few times, make sure it's good, and then give the recommendation to you guys. Like, all of these items on screen, besides the burnt pages, actually, like, I flipped a ton of times, like, over 30 times for each, at the very least. Like, Diamond Dragon Bolt's E, I've probably flipped 200 times, not even kidding. Anyway, we got a new subscription coming in from Zach Palmer. Welcome to the Flipping Fam, Zach Palmer. Thank you for the subscription. Hopefully you're enjoying the content you see, and hopefully you're enjoying this live stream. So leave a like if you are. Really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this, guys, just like Zach did. Welcome to the Flipping Fam. And again, if you want to join us on Discord, link in the description below. It is an amazing place to learn how to flip with your cash stack, and we'd love to have you in there. The more people, the better flips we can get on there, the more experience we can all get flipping, and yeah, it's a great place to learn how to make bank. I know I say it a lot, but it's important, guys. Anyway, we made all of the money off those Syratube and God Swords. Very nice to see. Looks like we made about 300k on those, but that doesn't include the margin check, so I'm actually going to see if we can get a couple more of those here before the end of the stream. See if we can buy a couple more and sell a couple more of those, because those were working out very well. We're actually going to dump these Dragon Dart tips as well, just because I think we're going to make money on them anyway, even if we dump them, which we did. Did we? Yeah, we did. So that's kind of nice. We only made 4k, but either way, we're going to try to get some Berserker Rings in here because, like I said before, usually when the Archer's Ring has a good margin, so does the Berserker Ring. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and try to flip a couple of these, see if we can make any profit on them. And it's not an amazing margin, but 8k I think is worth doing, considering it's pretty hard to find some good flips right now. So let's go ahead and list 7 of those and see what we can do. You may want to reset the sub goal because it ended almost 700 hours ago. I hate that. I hate how Streamlabs doesn't let you keep an unlimited sub goal. It's actually really annoying. But okay, I will reset the sub goal for next live stream. Thank you, Jordy. Really do appreciate you letting me know that. It's hard for me to see because my preview for the stream is very, very small. So a lot of the things or the layovers on stream, I can't really see too well. So thank you for letting me know that, Jordy. Zach Palmer says, gives me a little bit of a heart, and he says, been fun, thanks for the info, got me to start flipping a few days ago, and been coming back for more. That's what I love to hear. This is what this channel is about, guys. Honestly, we've had so many people join the family and just, you know, learn how to flip through me, through other content creators, through the Discord. A lot of people in the Discord. I'm telling you, this Discord, I'm not even kidding, it's a hidden gem. It is a freaking hidden gem. It is the best place to learn how to flip. It's arguably better than the live streams. I'm not even kidding. So join that if you guys are interested for sure. 500 members in there now. So thank you guys for all joining that and checking it out. And of course, if you don't like it, then you can just leave afterwards. Pumpkin Face, whoa, it's been a while. It is good to see you, Pumpkin. I haven't seen you in a very, very long time. Thanks for tuning in again, man. And thank you for supporting the channel. Popping live stream today. So I really do appreciate all the support. And welcome back, Pumpkin Face. Good to see you. So as you can see, guys, we've already got 4 of the Berserker Rings. We also have 4 Archer's Rings as well. So once we hit 1 hour 30 minutes, we're going to turn around and get all these sell offers in. I'm hoping we can get a Syratube and God Sword again in that time frame. I'm not too confident, though, just because I thought we would have one by now, actually, but we haven't gotten one yet. So we'll keep a close eye on that. We were able to sell some of these Diamond Dragon Bolts E, so that's actually a good sign. That means we should be able to liquidate the rest of them as time goes on here. So very good to see that. And the Brimstone Rings almost finished on the limit there. Not completely, but I'm very happy with the progress that it's made so far. So we'll keep an eye on everything here, maintenance everything if it needs to be done. And yeah, basically, if you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything like that, please let me know. I'm here to help you guys out, and I would love to, you know, make recommendations about what you should be flipping. So that's what we're here for. That's what we're, you know, our main goal of this channel is to do, is teach you guys how to flip, and I will not rest until it's done. I'm very passionate about flipping because A, I think it's the best moneymaker in old school RuneScape and the most AFK, which is nice. And I don't know, I just think, it's a very underutilized way of making money. Not a lot of people are actually even aware of flipping. A lot of new players are not even aware of it. And if you're a new player and you start flipping, and you kind of progress in the game and flip at the same time, you will become such a powerful flipper, and you will be a super rich old school RuneScape player, I'm telling you. Because this flipping stuff, it just compounds on itself. If you flip, you will never run out of money because you can just make so much money off of it. I mean, honestly, like if off stream, I can sit down and on a good day easily make 4 or 5 mil in an hour. So you just gotta, know what items to flip. You gotta keep at it. It does take a lot of work to learn how to flip, don't get me wrong, and it takes a lot of work to find items to flip, but we even have a list of items to flip on the Discord, link in the description below. I know I said it a million times, but that is a great place to find some noob items to flip, or just any range of items. There's even items on there that you can flip with like 100 mil plus, so definitely something worth checking out. Estefano Satani, I think that's how I say your name. Apologies if I did mispronounce that, but he's asking, what can I flip with a 65 mil cash deck, or should I buy an SGS because it's dropping so much? That is up to you. If you like doing Slayer, and that's the main passion of why you play this game, then maybe it's a good time to buy an SGS, man. It's cheap, definitely worth picking one up. It's already down like 8 mil from like a couple weeks ago, so it definitely would be worth picking one up if you think you're going to do more Slayer instead of flipping. That being said, what you should be flipping with a 65 mil cash deck, I'll just recommend a couple of things for you. These Brimstone rings, Berserker rings, and Archer's rings are going to be great flips for you, so definitely check that out. Diamond Dragon Bolts E, again, going to be really nice. Dragon Darts are going to be good too, and Dragon Dart Tips. If you're looking for some things that are a little bit safer, you're going to want to put Zolver Scales in there as well. On top of that, Blood Runes are going to be good. Sharks and Mana Rays are going to be good as well, guys. Monkfish for a 65 mil cash deck might be a little bit of a smaller flip, but I would put it in your arsenal just because, again, it's on the safer side. On top of that, you could try flipping some Toxic Staffs if you're a little bit more experienced and you're looking for something a little riskier, can make you a little bit more money. Dragon Bones are going to be a good one. Superior Dragon Bones, very risky, but very high reward most of the time as well. So keep an eye on that. Dylan Peterson asks, how often are you doing your live streams? Usually once a week, and once on the weekends should be the average for the live streams. This next week is going to be tough for live streaming, but we will try to bring back some normal videos for you guys, some normal content as well, so you guys have some videos to enjoy. Another episode of Flipping with Syratube should be out relatively soon, so definitely tune into that. It's a great, it's just a great series to learn how to make money with. Honestly, we get better margins on those videos than we usually do on stream because we don't have to compete as much. So definitely check those out. Those are more accurate into how much money I'm making, and I'm really honest in those videos, I promise. If I lose money, I tell you guys. If I make money, I tell you guys. It's as simple as that. Again, the main goal here on these live streams and this channel is to teach you guys how to flip with your cash stacks and how to make as much money as you can with the amount of cash you have. Flipping to Max says, it is very satisfying getting a successful flip. It's what makes it addicting. Exactly, and that's why I love flipping in old school RuneScape more than any other activity in game. I know it sounds insane, but I love flipping. Estefano says, thanks, man. I flipped a lot, but haven't done it recently. I just don't feel like sitting at the GE and doing some flips, even though I know it's a good thing. Hey, man, if you don't enjoy, honestly, if you don't find flipping enjoyable, then maybe you shouldn't even do it. Of course, it's good to make some side money, but I only do it because I really enjoy it, and I feel like a lot of other players can enjoy it too, and just learn, or at least find it tolerable enough, and the money they make out of it to be worth it. So I always recommend that people at least give it a try and take as many steps forward as they can to learn how to try to flip this stuff. Anyway, we're not getting any more of these Ceradome and God Swords. We're going to start putting in some sell offers now, guys. And I don't think this stuff will sell on stream here, but I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord to how much we made during the stream. I actually think we made a lot today, guys. I'm very excited to see the profits on this. I'm going to start posting the profits I make in the VOD comments as well, so that way people that come back that aren't in the Discord can check out how much we made on the stream. Very, very excited to see the profits today go, though, because we made a lot on those Dragon Warhammers. We're going to be making a lot off these once they sell as well, and yeah, very excited. I think it's going to be one of the more profitable live streams we've had, so definitely we'll keep you guys tuned on how much we make on that. 4798995 is what we'll list these Archer's rings for. These Hydra Leather are going to take a while to sell, I guarantee, but I'm almost positive I'll be able to get those off. What I'll do is I'll leave everything in here and then take a screenshot of it and then also post the profit on the Discord for you guys so you can stay tuned to that. Anyway, guys, we're going to be wrapping up the live stream here today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Seriously, it was a great live stream today. We've made a lot of money, I think, and basically had a lot of new members join us today. So thank you guys all for the continued support here. And again, if you guys are interested in joining us on Discord, link in the description below. Great place to learn how to flip with your cash stack and just ask questions, and a great place to find me when I'm not on the live streams here, or just get updates of what's going on with the channel. Again, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want more content like this, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for the support.